Ghanatube Sumodofo Snowy Masai so atenase ebusia for intempa so na make out say insembi koso ewo omanga ne mu trending issues akese pa na me nom enkwan nu enja fufuo nu nti mesre say be kwa gotie insem a koso na say pa na me de ka ho no ato aso emom.
Let's still remain on the Chief Justice because the Chief Justice has officially inaugurated the 2025 Criminal Assizes session, marking a significant moment in Ghana's judicial landscape and the revival of jury trials nationwide. ₦URPRISE pointed out that the nationwide opening of the criminal session is a culmination of over a year's efforts following the launch of her Leading Justice initiative in April last year. In modern times, courts of assizes are criminal courts that deal with the most serious crimes subject to capital punishment or later life imprisonment.
This initiative was designed to tackle inefficiencies within the justice system and to inspire support for reforms that prioritize due process, ethics, legality and access to justice. A major focus of our address was a comprehensive overhaul of the jury system. For years, the pool for jury selection was restricted primarily to clerical personnel from public institutions, which led to some jurors serving on multiple cases across various courts for extended hours.
As we open assizes today, jury lists have been expanded to include all citizens qualified by law, including many individuals in the private sector. Over time, steps will be taken to further expand the pool from which jurors will be selected. With these reforms, it is our expectation in the judiciary that the time of citizens engaged in jury duty not being used efficiently will change.
Under the new assizes approach, trials will be conducted continuously over consecutive days, with each trial expected to be completed within a matter of days.
If a juror who has been empaneled fails to attend court on a day, it will be understood that no work was done, thereby affecting the ability to pay allowances for the day. In this regard, 4 men are respectfully requested to notify all jurors on the panel regarding attendances well ahead of the days of the court sitting.
Another key reform involves the mandatory and prompt disclosure of information by prosecutors. In a special acknowledgement, the Chief Justice lauded the media's role in promoting public discourse around the assizes and fostering community interest.
Let's now bring you some new development on the story of the removal of the Chief Justice. And the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Ayine, says no law bars President Mahama from consulting the Council of State over petition seeking the removal of a Chief Justice. His statement stemmed from a call by former Attorney General Godfrey Dame to suspend the processes to remove Torkornoo, citing the injunction applications before the Supreme Court.
When the cases were called, 4 justices sat instead of 5. The panel was chaired by Justice Professor Henrietta Mensah Bonsu. Conspicuously missing was Justice Samuel Sedu, the 5th member of the panel. Justice Mensah Bonsu then intimated that hearing of the injunction application would have to be adjourned due to unavoidable reasons. This will be the 2nd time the case has been deferred. Both suits filed by Old Tafo Member of Parliament Vincent Assefuah and citizen Ebenezer Oseiwusu are seeking to halt the processes initiated by petitions to remove Chief Justice Torkornoo. At the last adjourned date, former Attorney General Godfrey Dame, representing Vincent Assefuah, noted that the consultation processes ought to be put on hold due to the presence of the injunction application.
Well, there's an application for interlocutory injunction pending, so why would anybody proceed? I'll find it quite interesting and quite odd, and be the height of a disregard for the rule of law if they proceed in that manner.
So as far as you are concerned, you expect the President to halt the consultation with the Council of State while this is pending?
It is not my expectation. It is the expectation of the law. The law expects that such regard for due process be observed. And so it will be actually a confirmation of their disregard for the rule of law.
Reacting to the assertion by his predecessor, Attorney General Dr. Dominic Ayine indicated that no law prohibits a public officer, in this case the President, from performing his constitutional mandates, and in this matter consulting with the Council of State regarding the petition to remove Chief Justice Torkornoo.
The law is very clear that you cannot enjoin the performance of a constitutional or public obligation, and so for me, I don't see the point that he's trying to make. by saying that the president must hold on to the process of consultation.
The case has been adjourned to May 6th for proceedings to continue. ĽURPRISE, TV3 News, Accra.
Well, meanwhile, Professor of Political Science and lecturer at the University of Ghana, Professor Alidu Seidu, says it will be in the best interest of the NPP if they make portions of the report available to the public. He says this will prevent speculation about its content.
I think one of the serious challenges to work like this is to apportion individual blame. Yes, individuals might have contributed towards the defeat of the party, but the same individuals might have contributed in a way towards the victory of the party in subsequent elections in the past. So I think it should be collective ownership of the defeat, collective accountability and responsibility, and then there will be unity in the way it is implemented. If you're going to do it individually, especially in lieu to what people who have intention to contest, they will get it wrong. But second, I think reports like this, they should try and take out the most confidential part about strategy and make it public, so that everybody who is speaking to this document, people will have copies and they know that you are either lying or you are being honest. Keeping it a secret will allow people to speculate more and even add things that is not in the report, and that will not inure to their benefit. Take out the most critical, important part and then circulate it, so that when people are lying about the report, it will be very easy to ascertain, and then that can also curb this information moving forward.
Away from the NPP, let's bring you some education stories now. And the Minister for Education has ordered a review of the basic school curriculum to address the ongoing controversy surrounding Ghana's founding history. Haruna Idrisu expressed disappointment over the confusion the debate has caused within the educational sector, citing the lack of clarity. He made these remarks in Accra while inaugurating a committee tasked with reviewing the curriculum for primary 4 to 6.
The long-standing controversy over who should be credited as the founder or founders of Ghana continues to spark debate. While some Ghanaians maintain that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah is the sole founder of the nation, others argue that Dr. J.B. Dankwa and several others played pivotal roles and should also be recognized. During the previous NPP administration under President Akufo-Addo, August 4 was declared Founders Day to honor the collective contributions of Ghana's forebears. However, the decision has remained divisive, drawing mixed reactions from members of parliament and academia. In a move to settle debate and promote historical clarity, the Minister for Education, Haruna Idrisu, has announced the formation of a committee to review the basic education curriculum.
At 68 years, we are still grappling with who are the founders of Ghana and who is the founding leader of Ghana or who is the founding father of Ghana. This must be a settled matter. In every country, there is founding fathers. It's reasonable to conclude that Dr. Kwame Nkrumah Osajefo is a founding leader of Ghana. But if at this age, you still want children to be asking fathers and mothers question, who is the founder of Ghana, who are the founders of Ghana, then there is a problem. At 68 years, you shouldn't be asking who birthed you as a country.
The Education Minister also revealed that the government under President John Dramani Mahama will soon introduce a new policy framework that beyond education aimed at reforming the sector.
John Dramani Mahama should be launching a new flagship in education that will be themed or adapted beyond academic skills, beyond classroom learning. What other competences or talents can learners acquire? We expect that in the review of your curriculum, some dedicated time, at least an hour or two, be allotted for learners to be with themselves in groups to undertake some national exercises. I mean, if the school boys and girls are to be doing painting, give them 1 hour together to do the painting. If they have to be in a group to learn how to farm, let them be together as a group to learn how to farm.
Etie for me da masesa munya ambre ekotie nsema ekoso ewo oman ni mu na obetimi enso e de wadwenkyere abreme ewo comment box ni mu na making kind na e de amofefefe ansa na mesoro mu so no make I will be say aha eye Ghanatube so on subscribe na hit notification bell no e fa mame wodofo so ni e buziafo sisi ade akram